Hello everybody, I'm RuudDevil and welcome to a very special video indeed. What's special about this green field, you may ask? Well, how about 4 words? Rise of Mordor Mod. In all of its Gondorian glory. Yes, those are Gondor soldiers. And yes, the Rise of Mordor team were kind enough, gracious enough, generous enough to give me an early access glimpse to, I guess, tease you all, really, and to spread the word of this mod. This mod's been in development for a while, and it is still very much a work in progress, so I'd like you all to remember that as you watch this video. It is very much a work in progress. I have linked their mod DB page in the link. There's a link to that in the description. And there's a list of frequently asked questions, so if you have any questions, they'll probably be answered there. But today's video, we're just going to show off the sheer majesty of Gondor, and why not Mother Might is right, but rather Might for right. Let's just have a quick tour of these beautiful units. Here are the Fountain Guards, the very last line of defense. And just look at the fidelity in that armor piece, and in their helmets, and their halberds as well. Or the hilts on their blades just bouncing, or the light bouncing off them. They really, really did an outstanding job here. The chainmail under their armor. The attention to detail and sheer fidelity is absolutely gorgeous. And this is their shield wall formation, just without the shields. Their pike wall formation, we'll give it that. One guy's pike is sticking out, we'll have to fire him like... What the hell are you doing, sir? Okay, Gondor has 1 coward confirmed, but forget him. The rest are ready to do battle, and just beyond yon ridge, just on the other side of those plains, stand thousands upon thousands of the servants of Sauron, and also some Uruk-hai as well, just because they were there. So we have legions of Haradrim and Eastlings as well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys pay close attention to the Rise of Mordor mod. I should mention that this is for Total War Attila. They have no plans to move it to a different mod. And there's a little bump in the thing, we'll just ignore that. But this is currently for Total War Attila. And these are the Gondor Archers. Look at the attention to detail. Everything is perfect. Sheer beautiful. At the back here we have our Citadel Guards. And I am in love with their shields, I have to say. Each and every one of them would gladly lay down their life to defend Gondor from the hideous servants of Sauron. And from the back, with their black capes, just all of these marching in unison, it really is a sight to behold. And don't worry, we'll get to that later. But this is still the tour de force. We've got our Gondor Archers here in the back. Expert marksmanship, as Gondor's renowned for. We've got our men of the fiefdoms as well, all ready to do battle. They may not be as well trained as the regular Gondor infantry, but they are just as brave. And of course, we have Elisar himself, Aragorn, the king of Gondor and Arnor. He isn't actually part of this mod yet. I assume they plan on releasing them. This is actually part of a little add-on which I installed, which gives you a bunch of heroes. So we have Aragorn to lead the forces of Gondor with Andoril. In the trees, if I increase the speed here, we've also got some dwarven cousins. I say cousins, men aren't related. We have some dwarves, our dwarven brethren from Erebor, here to lend their hammers as well. And you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to be just as aggressive as we are. In the forest, we've got the Athelian Rangers. I think I'm going to keep them in the woods there. They're going to be like our ace up our sleeve, our trump card. Because their arrows can just decimate entire regiments. We've got more units for the fiefdoms here. We've got the Pelargir skirmishers. With their mighty spear throws, they could just destroy any cavalry charge that should pose a threat to us. And we've got more men. I think these are the axemen of Lossarnach. And they are all ready to do battle. And then, the bravest of the brave, the noble of the noble, the most fearsome shock cavalry in all of Middle-earth, the Knights of the Silver Swan. Their very presence is enough to rally the hearts of men and rout her enemies. And if you've read The Return of the King, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And just look how beautiful these horses are. Alright, so let's bring the UI back up. This is what we're up against. These are the enemies of... oh shit, these are the enemies of Gondor that have dared venture into our beautiful kingdom. We've got some Uruk-hai crossbowmen. We've got some Haradrim swordsmen. And why are there dwarves against us? This is very much a work in progress. I did not put them in there, may I remind you. And these are the Easterlings. Look at the fidelity. Look at those shields. I mean, whoever did this. And the attention to detail on their armor pieces as well. These are about as fanatical as they come. They are driven by a single hatred for Gondor. We've got the mighty Uruk pikes to destroy, or hopefully to destroy our Knights of the Silver Swan, but don't worry, they won't get the best of us. And they've got that awesome pike wall formation as well. What else has he got? Oh, and he's got some Uruk swordsmen as well, and their armor is just as impressive. I really cannot get enough of this armor, if I'm being honest. And they got their properly designed Uruk shields as well and helmets. And you can be sure that they'll just be as ferocious in battle as they look. And then we have some Easterling bowmen as well. Some of them carry, I guess the battalion commander carries a sword into battle. And he directs everyone with their volley fire. Anyway, game is paused. But I think it's time to send these foul creatures from whence they came. So here we go. I guarantee as soon as I unpause, our Dwarven allies are just going to charge recklessly. Although I'm not going to blame them. There they go. Alright, man. Alright, forward march! There we go. The men of Gondor stand with you. Is there anything more arousing than the thud of thousands of marching soldiers? Especially when they're as gorgeous as this. Alright, let's bring up the rest of our troops. So here, we'll just order them there. And we'll have our Fountain Guards cover the flank. And it's time for you guys to just enter through the forest like something out of Macbeth. Alright. Cavalry! When he said in the name of Rome, I'm pretty sure he meant in the name of Gondor. Just ignore it, just ignore it. And they're getting ready. So far there is Gondor, there is Dale, and then there's just handfuls of other units. As we see, we have Dwarves, we have Uruk-hai, we have Haradrim. But let your mind just wander and just tease yourself essentially with just how amazing this mod will be once it's finished. On their ModDB page it says they're about 10% done, but I don't know when that was last updated. But it's still very much a work in progress, and let's just appreciate the amount of effort that's gone in already. We've got Aragorn in the back. I think we'll move him up as well. Since he's really an add-on and not quite a part of this mod, the balance with him isn't the best. And since he is our general, it would be unwise to lose him so quickly. I think the Citadel Guard are actually my favorite. I'm not even joking. It's something to do with their capes. It gets me every time. It's like we've just got lesser trained Batman to march into Mordor. And tell me you wouldn't run from the side of that. You can tell why Gondor lasted so long when this is what they had. And the dwarves Erebor march slowly towards their foes. Alright, let's keep going a bit closer. Alright, here. Just protect the flank. We've got cavalry moving. Our Arthurian Rangers are still in the forest. I think we'll send in the fiefdoms. Something tells me they're somewhat expendable. But as I said, they will march with the same courage as any other Gondor soldier here.
We have sighted the enemy.
Oh really? We've sighted the enemy. Well then. Our archers are already let fly. South-front cavalry charging in.
The enemy engages our ally. Do we help?
Well, they've got a freaking prayer. We'll tell our skirmishers to just hit their cavalry. Help our dwarven allies. They're gonna try and flank our fountain guards. Do you know what we do? We protect a tree for a living. You cannot beat us. Reform the lines! Reform! We'll get there, don't you worry. These cavalry really don't know what they do. They've lost 2/3 of their battalion. And they've actually ran straight into Aragorn. How about that? How about that? Where is Aragorn? Aragorn, get up! You're making me look bad! Come on, Aragorn, you are king of Gondor and Arnor. Citadel Guard aren't going to lose to any pathetic Southrons. The dwarves are surrounded! But we've got grim hammers. I'm going to have to kill my fellow dwarves. Get ready to brace! Shield wall! Shield wall! Charge! Allies general's fallen. Well, that was easy. Let us hit them in the rear. Again, I'm pretty sure he meant Gondor is mother to us all. Alright, now we send in the cavalry. The shock cavalry. They underestimated us. Let's send in the Great Axe infantry, just to aid our dwarven brethren. Meet them head on! I think we'll keep our lines intact, actually. Gondor soldiers against the heavily armored Easterlings. Cavalry moving. Look at that formation. Disciplined cavalry. I think it's time to give ourselves a little boost, don't you think? Together, men of Gondor! For the Silver Swan! Meet them head on! They cower before our might. Death! Well, I think we taught them a thing or two. Keep going, cavalry, keep going! Alright, archers. Hit their archers. We've got more Easterlings heading in. I think we send in the Citadel Guard now. We've got our Arthurians hiding in the forest still. Oh my goodness, the dwarves are tanky as hell. They are still going. Last of the cavalry's gone down. I really do like those skirmishes though. They really are useful. And that's what he was the defender, and yet he charged out his infantry stupidly. He fell for the bait, and then our cavalry was just able to mop up. One last charge, I think. Reform the lines! Reform the lines! Reform the lines! Meet them head on! Death! Oh, you beautiful Swan Knights. I can't quit you. I can't quit you, Swan Knights. Although they have a knack of stopping their charge before they actually even hit contact. Yeah. We'll cut off their retreat. How about that? And I think we'll reform our tower guards. And we'll just enjoy watching them march. Archers!
Aim low, you bastards! Aim low!
I don't care if we have units in there. Fire! Alright. March. Go!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
What? We'll just pretend we didn't hear that. Go, Cavalry! Redeem ourselves.
The enemy are losing their advantage.
Hardly a shameful display. I sent my men of the fiefdoms in as bait. They were always just cannon fodder. That's what you're supposed to do. You send in the weaker units so that the enemy can exhaust themselves. Then you send in the elite of the elite.
Glory to Rome.
Glory to Gondor, you heathens! Run back to your shitty whore wives, men of Rune. Do not taint the soil of Gondor anymore. I think we'll just enjoy this slow-mo march as they march upon the Archers of Rune. I love that marching though, with just their pikes pointing outwards. And dare I say it, the Silver Knights won this for us? I would like to think so. Beautiful. You can't stop cavalry of that caliber. All of our archers won't fire because they're obstructed. If we order these men back... If we order all of them back... These Easterling swordsmen... They should come under so much fire. Well, they're fighting to the bitter end, as the Eastlings were known to do. Get dropped, Uruk-hai. Just imagine once this mod is done, though. You have Iron Hell's catapults with flaming boulders going over the top. Hell, maybe even battle wagons, who knows. Just having all the greatest armies of Middle-earth clashing together. Citadel Guard versus Easterlings. I believe, I'm a firm believer in whoever wears the sexiest armor will win the day. So, theoretically, Gondor should never lose. There is no subjectivity in armor. Gondor armor is sexiest armor, we all know this. And the sheer barrage from our Gondor Archers. And there's victory! Fire! I said fire, you maggots! Everyone else is firing! Nope, they just like to look cool. Well, fair enough. Athelian Rangers never left the forest. So this is glory. And look at all the dead men that litter the battlefield. A lot of my fiefdom units perished this day, but... Hey, if no one tells them, they'll keep rallying towards Minas Tirith to fight for the glory of Gondor. And our Citadel Guard survived. And so did our Fountain Guards. Our Fountain Guards hardly took any casualties at all. And you can just tell by looking at them that they'll definitely hold the line. There they go. Anyway, victory is ours! Victory belongs to Gondor this day. I hope you guys all enjoyed this rather special video, and I just want to thank the mod team once again for allowing me to showcase all this gorgeous stuff for you guys. When there are new updates out for the game, then you'll be sure to get it here first. I'm hoping for a complete Dwarven faction out first, but that's me. You guys know my favoritism with them, so... Anyway, I'll be making a few more videos of this just to showcase the rest of the units involved and maybe do some fun scenario battles, because there were some Dwarven units in there. So, I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video on the Rise of Mordor mod. As I said, the mod DB page is in there, is in the description, so you can check out more of the mod, if you will. And these Athenian Rangers are pretty spry, actually. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, razzle dazzle, that's the end of the video. Thank you so very much for watching. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to all of our lovely patrons for their support, and of course to our lovely captains of Jondor as well. You guys freaking rock. So if you want to support the channel, go and check out all those links in the description. I Twitch, I Twitter, I do other things, so please check them out if you want. It's cool. You won't regret it, probably will, I don't know.